The world is full of surprises, and some of them are caught on video so we can watch and rewatch them as many times as we want. Whether it is an unbelievable situation, a ridiculous coincidence, or even a hilarious mistake, cameras are always on alert, ready to capture unique moments that leave us speechless. These are the unusual moments you will watch today. A bizarre and even frightening scene was recorded of a woman in her home where she was allegedly experiencing a psychotic episode. In footage taken by someone else who lives with her, we can see her in the living room wielding a knife and saying some very strange things, showing some truly confused facial expressions. What draws attention is that at the same time she appears extremely angry, she also calms down and seems to stabilize, as if she were a ticking time bomb. Many online viewers suspect that the person filming likely knows about the woman's condition and decided to record the incident to show a professional or something along those lines. Despite concerns about the situation, after all, the woman is shown acting very aggressively with a knife. No one was hurt. Some internet users also suggested it could be staged just to gain visibility, since there is a lot of that on the internet these days, but nothing was confirmed. In 2018, during the Cannes Film Festival, the Russian model Yulia Rybakova was at the center of an unusual and embarrassing moment on the red carpet. While posing for photographers at the premiere of the movie Capernaum, a man stepped on the train of her red dress, causing the lower part to detach and leaving Yulia wearing only her undergarments in front of everyone. The man promptly helped her put the skirt back on, and Yulia shared a video of the incident on her social media. Later, speculation arose that the whole episode was staged to attract attention. After all, Yulia's reaction and how easily the skirt was reattached made people wonder if the incident was truly authentic. Additionally, the model herself posted the video on her social media, which further fueled doubts about the spontaneity of the situation among internet users, but nothing was confirmed or revealed by anyone. Steve Aoki is known for his practice of throwing cakes into the crowd during his shows, especially when playing the track Cake Face. During one of his performances at the Veld Music Festival in Toronto, a scene went viral on the internet, showing the DJ throwing a cake toward a man who had been lifted up by the crowd. Aoki shared the video on his official social media accounts, expressing surprise and excitement at having hit the fan from more than 24 meters away. The footage really does show the DJ standing quite far on the stage, tossing the cake and hitting the man squarely, covering him in cake to the delight of the entire audience, who scream and are amazed by the artist's good aim. Imagine one of those days when you are calm, relaxing in your backyard. Got it? Now picture that in that very moment, a giant bear shows up out of nowhere and comes face to face with you. It sounds terrifying, doesn't it? That is exactly what happened to one man, and it was all recorded. In footage from his home security camera, we see the moment he was relaxing in his chair or bed, looking at his phone, when the bear that had entered the area silently approaches, ending up face to face with him. The man, who was absorbed in his phone, takes a few moments to realize the animal's presence, but when he does, he is startled. His reaction also scares the bear, which stares at him for a few seconds and then goes away. It is certain that the man experienced a few seconds of high tension upon coming face to face with the bear, which, as we know, can be a very dangerous animal, and if it had decided to attack, the outcome could have been tragic. Fortunately, the animal got scared and decided to leave. During a Recording Academy event, Stevie Wonder attempted to hand a microphone to Mariah Carey, but she had already walked away, resulting in a moment that quickly went viral. The video shows Stevie, who is blind, extending the microphone toward where the artist is, while she heads to another area of the stage without noticing the singer's gesture, leaving him standing there with his arm outstretched to no one. The clip was widely shared on social media, sparking commentary about their interaction and the lack of communication between the two artists, which resulted in this unusual moment. Noticing that Stevie was holding the microphone out to no one, organizers quickly rushed on stage, took the microphone, and informed Stevie of the situation, after which he discreetly pulled back and returned to his spot with the help of the staff. Swimmers were enjoying themselves on a Florida beach on a hot day when they were taken by surprise by a shark that suddenly appeared and started swimming among them, causing fear and panic. The shark approached rapidly, preventing people from noticing or having time to leave the water before it arrived. As soon as it is spotted, the beachgoers start swimming quickly toward the shore, also warning others who had not yet seen the danger. The shark seems panicked, likely due to the commotion around it, and after a few moments, it heads back out to sea without hurting anyone.
Where did it go? There's somebody still out there.
The video, recorded by one of the beachgoers present, quickly went viral on the internet, and due to its spread, some experts analyzed it and concluded that the shark was most likely following a school of fish that had headed in that direction, which is how it ended up among the swimmers. A hilarious and unusual scene was captured by a driver on a highway when he noticed a motorcyclist using a ladder on the back of a truck to hold his drink. It may sound strange, but that is exactly what happened. And all the vehicles mentioned were moving. The driver, who was driving normally on the highway, could not believe what he was seeing and started recording it. In the footage, a motorcyclist is seen right behind a moving truck, taking advantage of a ladder on the truck's rear to rest the drink he was carrying. The images clearly show him reaching out and pulling his hand back to grab his drink and take a sip, all while riding his motorcycle. Well, it goes without saying that what he is doing is completely wrong and risky. After all, he is tailgating a moving truck, and if the truck driver decides to brake suddenly, the motorcyclist will be in serious trouble. On top of everything, he is consuming a drink while riding his motorcycle and doing so without a helmet, which is obviously against all safety norms. During the celebration tour at Rogers Arena in Vancouver, Madonna took notice of an audience member who was sitting down while everyone else around them was standing, and ended up having quite an awkward moment. Because she was standing a bit far from the edge of the stage, she only saw a seated person and did not understand why, so she questioned them. But as she moved closer, she realized it was a person in a wheelchair. The singer immediately apologized, saying she had acted in a politically incorrect way, and emphasized how happy she was that the person could be there. Later, the fan in question, Vanessa Gorman, clarified that she did not feel offended by the incident. She explained that, although she was surprised by the situation, she understood that it was a mistake and that Madonna did not intend to embarrass her.
What are you doing sitting down? Oh, okay. Politically incorrect. Sorry about that. I'm glad you're...
Vanessa went on to highlight her admiration for the singer and added that she kept enjoying the rest of the show, holding no hard feelings toward Madonna. The Golden Girls of Alcorn State University were founded in July of 1968 by Samuel Griffin, becoming the first dance line to perform choreographed moves to the sound of marching bands at historically black universities, and they have drawn attention for their style ever since. Their national debut took place at the Orange Blossom Classic in Miami, where 8 African-American dancers, wearing capes that revealed shimmering gold uniforms, amazed the audience. Since then, the Golden Girls have profoundly influenced dance teams, setting a standard of innovation that has endured for more than 5 decades. The performance style of the Golden Girls from Alcorn State University may be considered strange by some due to cultural factors, as they move and express themselves with incredible energy during the show. 2 dart-throwing competitors were locked in a good contest, until one of them, named George, made 2 very good throws and decided to celebrate in a rather unusual way. In the footage from the match's broadcast, George was getting ready for his throws, which he delivered remarkably well. Happy with his performance, he turned around and bizarrely revealed his nipples, wiggling them as a form of celebration. Obviously, his odd celebration drew attention not only from those who were there, but also from viewers, who quickly shared the moment on social media. The match commentator, upon seeing the scene, could not help but burst into laughter at the competitor's peculiar celebration, as George showed no embarrassment whatsoever about exposing his nipples. Recently, a beach house in Rodanthe, North Carolina, was dragged into the ocean after rising water levels and coastal erosion. The incident was caught on video and widely shared online. The house was unoccupied at the time of the collapse, and there were no reports of injuries. Local authorities attributed the collapse to the elevated ocean waves, made worse by recent storms and ongoing beach erosion, factors linked to climate change. In addition to this house, other residences in the area have also been destroyed by the encroaching sea over the past few years. Rising sea levels and stronger storms have increased the vulnerability of coastal communities, especially in areas such as the Outer Banks, which are known for their fragile geography that is prone to erosion. A woman was at a beach when she decided to set up a sort of trap to catch a seagull, and the moment was captured by a friend, circulating widely on social media. At first, the footage only shows a cloth spread out on the sand with a piece of food on it, so the seagull notices the food and approaches to get it. However, the moment it lands on the cloth, the woman who was hiding underneath jumps up and grabs the bird, wrapping it in the fabric for a few seconds before letting it go again.
No! No!
Mom! I caught a seagull!
Oh my god, let it go.
Apparently, her intention was to show that her trap would work well if she wanted to catch a seagull, and indeed it did. However, many internet users criticized her behavior, saying she could have injured the bird. A man was on one of his first dates with a woman he had just met when he noticed something odd about her eyes and decided to investigate. In the footage, filmed by the woman herself who wanted to capture a romantic moment between them, we see the man notice that something is off about one of her eyes, specifically her eyelashes. He then reaches out and pulls off the lashes in one piece, revealing that yes, she was wearing false eyelashes, apparently something he had never witnessed before. As for the woman, who only intended to record a sweet moment, she ended up capturing a funny one instead, thanks to the man's reaction. She cannot help laughing at his response. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.